Why does your yellow under here say 1-7? What the hell does that mean?
1-7?
What is it? What is that? What is that right there? And then you wrote a 3 on here. What the hell? What does that mean?
I don't know.
And then your pink says 1-7. They can't be the same.
No, go to your sheet. Where are your picks?
Well, it doesn't matter what my picks are. You didn't look at my picks.
I know. So you know what you poured.
Well, I know what row it's in.
Okay.
You were supposed to number it.
Go to your picks.
What does this mean right here, number 3? Row 3?
No, it's not row 3. It's number 3 in the first row.
That's row 3, numbnuts.
No.
Yes, there's 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so that's the third. Yeah.
But why does it say 1-7 on it? What is that? What is that right there?
It's left side.
Oh, God.
Your side, number 1. That was the first one on the left side.
Then why did you write a 3 on here?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did this. 3, 4, 2, 1.
Oh, did I?
Yellow says 3, pink says 4, green says 2, and peach says 1.
Okay. Well, peach was the first row. No, the first.
So you're saying yellow was row 3. But then why on the bottom of your sticker does it say 1?
That was the first one.
They actually are all marked the same. You wrote 1-7 on the bottom of all these.
No, 1-7. Well, left. That's the left side.
Left 1?
Yeah, left 1.
This says left 1. This says left 1. This says left 1.
They don't all say left 1.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Do they?
They do.
Can you pause a moment?
Hot in here.
I think it's just you were outside in the sun.
Could be. All right, we're live.
Okay.
Good thing is I can move that close together. All right, well, we're going for it, right? All right. Well, welcome to another episode of Today's Bourbon Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Marcel, here with the Matthew Cercelli.
Welcome.
And I am actually looking forward to this episode. We've kind of skirted this for a while. Today we are dipping into a little rye battle. And we talked about it. So we started to bust out all the bottles that we have. But unfortunately, we have like 14 ryes. So I don't want to go into a whole nother like 9-week battle of the best rye. So Matt picked 2, I picked 2, and we now poured them blind, and we're going to go ahead and see what we've got. So what are we drinking, Matt?
Today we are going to sample the Sagamore Rye, the Riverset, which is kind of new to the market.
Yep.
The Buffalo Trace, the Kosher Rye, which we've had for a little bit, and an old standby favorite, Old Overholt.
So now you picked up the Old Overholt.
Yes.
And you got a good deal on that one, didn't you?
I did, and we continue to see that. The price point on that, it varies from store to store. I was able to find that for around $13, $14, but I've seen it as high as $25, $30 in some places.
Well, I saw it at the big box store the other day. I didn't realize they have 2. They have the bonded, and then the other one's probably 90 some proof.
I don't know that I've seen the other one.
Yeah, and that the lower proof was only $15.
Okay.
But the bonded, which we have, I think it was in the 20s.
Yeah.
And you found it for under 15, I think.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Trace Kosher, it's one of those things where we ended up paying more than we should have.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of early on too.
It was.
So we really wanted to try it. And I'm anxious to see how it fares here today, because I got to be honest, I I don't really care for it.
Yeah, we've discussed that before. We've tried it on several occasions. I think the last time we had it, maybe,
was better.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, it was better. But that said, for what we paid for it, it's probably not.
Yeah. So I don't know the MSRP, but forget the MSRP. What would you pay for that?
I think you asked me that same question the last time we tried it, and you gave it to me blind. Remember, you gave that to me blind, and oh no, I'm sorry, that was something.
I may have.
It was the Blantons, which is the same.
Oh yeah,
in the same.
That
house.
was sad.
That was sad.
On a side note, yeah, we like to punk each other.
Yeah.
So he stepped out. I poured him something. He comes back.
That night it was bad.
He's drinking it. He didn't like it. I'm like, well, what would you pay for that? And you're like, it was bad. I forget what you said.
$14.
$14. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But the kosher, we did have it one time recently, and it was better. The bottle is getting low.
Right.
I do kind of think that sometimes that really opens the bottle up.
I do too, and we've discussed that, before. And you're right. I don't know if it has. Look, we've gone outside of the recording studio to try products, and sometimes the air hits it out there. We had that experience the other night. So
I don't think I've ever actually gone outside and had it and it didn't taste good. Usually it's better.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the E.H. Taylor.
Yes, yeah.
Which we also really been hard on that. That's a small batch, and we've beat that thing. Yeah, small batch bottle and bond.
Yeah.
And we beat that thing up. Didn't like it too much. Well, I got to be honest, that night outside was the best it's ever tasted.
It did. It was good. It was good.
So, and then lastly, I think because you did mention the Riverset, right?
Yeah, I think we covered them all.
You did the Sagamore. The Sagamore, I've seen it a lot. We've just never had it. We wanted to try it.
Yeah.
We picked up a bottle. We'll see where it fares. I mean, I really enjoyed it. You didn't care for it compared to other that we were drinking that day.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of cool to see how this just, mix this up.
I did want to go back to what you said at the beginning. And, we have a good fair amount of bottles in here. And I was surprised. We had 14 ryes.
Yeah.
Which is not something that, I mean,
we don't search for them.
We don't, but we're getting into them more and more as our show grows and the amount of people that we're interacting with, our followers and stuff. So we are branching out and trying some new things, but I thought we've talked about doing ryes, and I was sure we only had
like
maybe a handful.
Well, I'm looking at the wall over here, and you had originally turned us on to the old Overholt and the Rittenhouse.
Right.
We picked up the Bullet, which is kind of a standard rye.
Yeah.
The Old Forester, everybody loves the Old Forester 100 proof. It's great for making old fashions.
Old fashions, yeah.
So we had that. Then we kind of dipped into the Knob Creek. So we dipped into the Knob Creek rye, 100 proof, but then we ended up getting a cask strength rye. We've got a couple things from watching some YouTube videos, like that Triple R.
Yes.
Which has gotten better.
Yeah.
One was a gift that was given to us. We just recently picked up the Elijah Craig rye because in the state of Florida, apparently, that's just a new release in the state of Florida. So, yeah, all of a sudden we have like 14 ryes.
Yeah.
Maybe 13, I should say now.
Yeah, 13.
All right. Well, we're going to be hitting the road in a few days.
That's right.
By the time this thing gets released, though, we'll already be back making new episodes.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
So, yeah, it'd be really nice to sit around and do this all day and instead of having to go to work. But, somebody's got to work.
Well, right now we kind of sit around and work all day, but
we still manage to do this.
We do. Yeah.
So,
all right.
So just like in times past, we're going to pause it and we'll do all our sipping off air, and then we'll come back and I'm looking forward to diving in and seeing what we've got. So we will be back in just a minute.
All right.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Never did I think ever that this would be this hard with rye.
I agree with you.
Dang, man.
I definitely agree with you because these 4 selections up here, I mean, they the price points vary from...
What do we have, Matt?
So we have the Buffalo Trace Kosher.
We paid like $80.
We paid $100.
Did we pay $100?
Yeah, I did. I paid $99 for it. but I did get your approval before I bought it. The old Overholt bonded 100 proof.
Yes, you said it was like 13, $14.
Yeah, and again, I said that earlier. The price points vary from store to store.
The Sagamore, I think we paid in the 40s.
$40 for.
And then the
Rivercrest.
What is it called?
Riverset. Riverset. I'm sorry, Riverset.
Was 40.
Yeah. And
for 119.1.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is good.
So I also don't really recollect, like when we do this a lot of times, my palate can kind of get burned out when you're sipping.
Yeah.
This is like the worst one. Is it dry? Like, are ryes dry? Because my mouth is like...
It is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, to me, in my opinion, and I think you're right, they are drier. And remember when we were off air, we went around the first time and we always smell everything first.
Yeah.
The second time around, everything changed.
I know.
And the smells were very, very pronounced. But then once I started tasting, completely different again. I mean, these 4 selections that we have should not be too hard to pick out.
But they were.
Listen, you're absolutely right.
We have 4 selections here from 94 all the way to 119.
Yeah.
Proof.
Yeah.
It should be a no-brainer.
It should be.
It was hard.
It was very hard.
It was really hard.
And I will say the like the old Overholt. I mean, that's kind of our, one of our everyday staples. I mean, that's like we'll have a shot in a beer. The Buffalo Trace, the kosher, we bought it because it was a novelty thing. We had to.
Well, we saw it in a video.
Yeah, we wanted to have it.
We have yet to try the wheat.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely. So you're right. There are 2 versions of that. And we were never really blown away with it. The Sagamore we just recently got, and the Riverset we just recently got. So those are 2 newer selections to our
I know.
repertoire.
It was a lot harder than I thought. So
yeah.
All right. So, and I noticed too that you have 2 glasses that are almost completely empty.
Yeah.
And then 2 that still have a little bit in them.
Yeah. And I had to go, when you noticed that, I went back and I started again second guessing my selections. So
I erased like 4 times.
Yeah. Well.
All right. So we're gonna do nose, then we're gonna do just our guesses, and then we're gonna do our favorite from worst to first.
Yeah.
So what do you have on the nose? Your favorite nose. This will be interesting. So I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. I'm curious to see if we match up.
All right. So my favorite on the nose.
No way.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready, man.
So my favorite on the nose is the peach.
Okay.
And it also happens to be my favorite on the taste.
Whoa, you're just jumping right in?
I'm right. Yeah, I'm going right in, man.
I can't decipher all that.
Okay. Well, please do, because I can't see you with my glasses on. I can only see my.
All right. So that's your favorite nose.
Yes.
And that is your favorite taste.
Yes.
Well, since you're doing that, then what was your guess on peach?
My guess on the peach was the Riverset.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to do exactly what you did, and then we'll go back through and we'll decipher everything.
Okay.
So my favorite on the nose, which is so weird, was yellow. And for some reason, the yellow, I don't know. I understand has nothing to do with Willet, but Willet has a very distinct flavor and nose on Willet products. And this particular product, whatever that is, it had like a little bit of that Willet in there. And it just gave me more, because ryes don't give me as much as bourbons do. But that one gave me more on the nose.
There's another product that you always point out on the nose, and it's from a different producer than Willet, but we'll wait to see.
Okay. All right. So my favorite was yellow on the nose.
Okay.
My favorite was pink on the taste, which I'm really surprised. Gosh.
I can tell you right now that we are so off on everything.
I mean, you and me.
Yeah, the 2 of us are completely off. So one of us is either going to be a genius.
Well, it's not going to be me.
No. Well,
okay.
No, don't. You always do that. You always do. Listen, this was a blind taste test. I know no more than you do about any of these. So,
but I erased like 4 times. I erased,
and I did on the last episode. We did the same thing. So let's just reserve the selections until after we've deciphered which is which here. So don't go making any assertions.
Can I tell you my guess on Riverset?
Absolutely.
I do agree that Riverset, I believe, is peach.
Okay.
So that's my guess on that. It was actually, I erased it, and for some reason, like when I went back around, although I really, really love the peach, it came in second for me, and then the pink came in first. I erased it. So at one point in time, it was definitely the peach, which I believe is the Riverset. Whatever pink ends up being, after like the 7th try, it came in first for me.
Well, it's going to be interesting only because my selections differ greatly from yours. And if I'm correct on the pink,
you think it's Old Overholt?
No, I don't. I don't. But
all right. Well, okay. So give me your colors then.
All right. So I believe the green is the Sagamore.
Okay.
I do believe that the
well, you said the peach already. You believe
is
the Riverset.
So I believe the pink is the kosher.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I also believe that the yellow is the Overholt.
Okay. So we only agree on one.
Okay.
I mean, no, we agree on 2.
Okay.
I believe the peach is the Riverset and the yellow is the Old Overholt, and we have the Sagamore and kosher backwards.
Okay.
So we're not that far off.
And those 2 I struggled with.
Yeah.
I really struggled with.
Well, I erased them like 4 times.
Now, I will say for the people listening, the Sagamore is very, very recent for us. I think we got it at the same time as the Riverset. And you really liked that, and I didn't care for it. And I struggled between the Buffalo Trace and the Sagamore. I'm thinking if I got the other 2 right, I'm thinking those 2.
Here's the weird thing. We only differ on 2.
Yeah.
But the difference is one is 94 proof and one's 110 proof. You should be able to figure them out very easily, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
No, I agree with you. I agree. I struggle with the Old Overholt, but that, if I'm right on that one, it does have a little spiciness,
Yeah.
And the Buffalo Trace, in my memory,
oh God, listen, I picked pink as my favorite. If that ends up being the kosher,
I know.
Could you imagine?
Well, that's. So I'm hoping that I'm completely wrong. I don't want you to...
If that ends up being the winner tonight for me, that's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
The lowest proof,
and
the one that I have really said that I don't like, could end up being the winner.
Yeah. You say that, but there's something. I mean, the Sagamore. I'm sure it's a very good product. I've had it a few times now. To me, that is, it's just, it doesn't do it for me. I mean, it just doesn't really hit a lot of the cylinders.
You've mentioned that.
Yeah.
For you, it's just not in your wheelhouse.
Right.
I think it's pretty good. So we'll see what happens here. And I got to give props to this Riverset, man. This Riverset is a single barrel. 119.1 proof. It does not really drink
that way. No.
Crafted in Memphis, Tennessee. I never even heard of it until we ended up getting this bottle the other day.
Right.
And I love it. So that is the beauty of bourbons and whiskeys. I mean, don't be afraid to try something. Yeah. We went down to a local place, and the girl that works there, she was so cool. She actually took us to the back and let us try some samples.
Yeah.
And she got us to buy a bottle.
She did.
She did. And you know what? Kudos to her, man, because it's a great bottle. It is a store pick.
It is a store pick. Yeah.
It is a store pick. Yeah. So, all right. So I guess we need to get some answers here.
Okay.
Let me grab my little cheat sheet. All right. So, God, I hope we don't screw this up. We tried something different tonight. I hope the science was good, and we'll figure out which one.
If nothing else, this was a fun experience.
Yeah.
And you know what? We have 10 other bottles. What we got? 9 other bottles that we need to try. So
We do.
this was good. This was good.
All right. So I poured them
Yes.
and Matt labeled them.
Correct.
So let's see what we got here. So in row number 1,
Mhm.
well, I guess should I do the colors or what? Okay, so let's just start with yellow.
Okay.
So yellow, you marked a 3 on there. Why does your yellow under here say 1-7? What the hell does that mean?
1-7.
What is it? What is that? What is that right there? And then you wrote a 3 on here. What the hell? What does that mean?
I don't know.
And then your pink says 1-7. They can't be the same.
No. Go to your sheet. Where are your picks?
Well, it doesn't matter what my picks
Yeah,
are. You
no.
didn't look at my picks.
I know. So you know what you poured.
Well, I know what row it's in.
okay.
You were supposed to number it.
Go to your picks.
What does this mean right here, number 3? Row 3?
No, it's not row 3. It's number 3 in the first row.
That's row 3, numbnuts.
No.
Yes, there's 4 rows. 1, 2,
Oh, okay.
3,
Yeah.
4.
All right. So that's the third. Yeah. So
But why does it say 1-7 on it? What is that? What is that right there?
It's left side,
Oh,
your
gosh.
side, number 1. That was the first one on the left side.
Then why did you write a 3 on here?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did this. 3, 4, 2, 1.
Oh, did I?
Yellow says 3, pink says 4, green says 2, and peach says 1.
Okay. Well, peach was the first row. No, the first.
So you're saying yellow was row 3. But then why on the bottom of your sticker does it say 1?
That was the first one.
They actually are all marked the same. You wrote 1-7 on the bottom of all these.
No, 1-7.
Well,
Left. That's the left side.
left 1?
Yeah, left 1.
This says left 1. This says left 1. This says left 1.
They don't all say left 1,
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
do they?
They do.
Oh. Can you pause a moment?
We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we're
Whew,
back.
I needed a paper bag there for a minute.
So forget about everything that's written on the bottom of the glasses. Apparently, we're going to ignore that because all 4 of mine say L1 and all 4 of yours say L2. And I have no idea what you were thinking there.
They don't all say
Yes,
L.
they do. Yes, they do.
Okay.
Why? I mean, what were you doing? Yeah. All mine say L1. Yours all say L2.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that you are correct.
but why?
But they're color coded.
Well, I understand that, but anyway, forget that.
So the color's going to coordinate to your pour.
Based on this little white piece of paper here.
Yes.
I hope.
Yeah.
So he has yellow, pink, green, and peach. 3, 4, 2, 1. I'm assuming that's the row.
Correct.
Okay. So if yellow is 3, then that would be the old Overholt, which we both got correct.
Okay.
Whew, gosh, man, you freaked me out, man.
All right.
And we're joking about this, like it shouldn't be this hard, but it actually kind of is.
It is.
You know, because you don't want to screw it up. And there's,
Yeah.
normally we have my wife or, my eldest daughter come in here and she'll pour for us. All right. So we both got that right. So let's just for the heck of it, we both said that the Riverset was peach.
Yes.
Okay. And peach is row number 1 and row number 1 is Riverset.
Okay.
So we got them right.
All right.
That leaves, oh, jeez. Okay.
At least the 2 that we were really concerned about.
So what did you say? You said the opposite of me.
Yeah.
So you said pink was kosher and green was Sagamore. And I have, okay. So pink is row 4. Row 4 is Sagamore. And green is row 2 and row 2 is kosher. So I got all 4 right.
Okay, and I had the 2 mixed
And you
up.
had the 2 mixed up.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, how did I do that?
Well,
I erased like 6 times.
but congratulations, because I really struggled with those 2. And they should not have been that difficult.
Yeah, they were hard. They were very hard.
And again, we've had both. I'm not a fan of the Sagamore. You like it. We're not big fans of the kosher. It's good. But, okay.
So that's okay. So oddly enough, the Sagamore was my number 1 favorite tonight, but I changed it. It was the peach, which was the Riverset.
That's mine.
Yeah. I mean, that Riverset, because it is 119.1 and it has that good zip.
It does.
A lot of flavor.
A lot of flavor.
And honestly, if I tried it 5 minutes from now, it's possible those 2 will flip flop.
Yeah.
They were really close. My least favorite tonight was, unfortunately, the old Overholt.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Mine was green, which was
yours was the kosher.
The kosher.
Yeah. Well, that was my third. So that was close to being my last.
Yeah.
So that's okay though. I think we did pretty good. So basically, that's where I feel they almost should land.
Yeah.
The Overholt and the kosher should be in the last 2.
I had Overholt as my second favorite.
Oh, you did?
Outside of the peach, yeah. Only because if you try that again, it's got a burst of spiciness, cinnamon.
That was your second favorite.
That was my second favorite.
Well, you are the one that brought it here.
Yeah,
So you obviously like it.
And obviously the Riverset, which is still new to my mind, but that was my number 1 favorite.
So Sagamore Rye was 3rd for you.
It was,
and kosher was 4th.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 2 out of 4 correct.
Yep. And congratulations. I mean, there again, it just proves, you always say that you don't have a good palate, but, even with the erasing, you were able to pinpoint all 4 of those. And then, congratulations.
Okay. But in my defense on me saying that, I always tell you I can tell you what is good.
Yeah.
I think my problem is I can't pick out particulars. Sometimes I can.
Look, I'm in the same boat. It always comes down to, is this good or not good?
Yeah.
And I mean, we say that all the time. And, to me, again, I struggled with those 2. And at one point I thought you can't see it on my paper, but I thought about, doing a little switch there.
Well, you didn't do a lot of erasing. I noticed that. So.
No, I didn't, but I really, really had hesitated on those 2 products, and they were tough. Even though one is a higher proof, to me, the Sagamore is very good, but it's muted, and the Buffalo Trace, I think, is in the same camp. And for the extra,
could be the proof.
It could be the proof.
Could be the proof on the Buffalo, but.
Yeah.
I would say this. I would say, that's proof tonight that we paid too much money for that kosher.
Yeah.
Because it was your least favorite and my second least favorite.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I mean, honestly, there's a bottle of Cooper's behind you that you can pick up for $31 that I think blows that kosher away.
It does. And I agree with you. And, one of our points on bringing this to anyone who's willing to listen is just to kind of find out, what is what. Yeah. Now, our tastes are completely different to everyone else's, but
not that far off. Yours and my taste.
No, our tastes are pretty similar when it comes to what we like or don't like. But I'm just saying, for anyone listening,
of course,
I'm just saying, everyone's tastes are going to be different, and we're just trying to bring you what, our own opinions. I mean, unbiased opinions.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't
also
get
want to bring
from anyone.
Yeah, and we also want to bring you. We want to get you the best value for your buck.
Yeah,
and I just get frustrated with how overhyped bourbons can be.
Yeah, and you said this the other night when we were just lounging around having a drink, and you're absolutely right. Some of these, I mean, they tout as being, the hard to finds, and look, is Pappy Van Winkle worth $1,800, $2,000? I mean, maybe to some people, and that's my point exactly. Is look, if we don't want to buy it for that kind of money, there is somebody that will. And and it's okay. You can do whatever you want to do. I work hard for my money, and I know you do too. So if I'm going to spend $40, $50, $100 for a bottle, I want to enjoy it, preferably with friends.
But what I don't like is I don't want people to try to control the way I think and feel about something.
Yes.
Which is what marketing does.
It does.
And we kind of are the devil's advocate to where we go in there and we're like, no, that's actually not very good. I would not spend that much money for that. You'd be better off buying Old Granddad 114.
Listen, we're not going to get in an argument about this because we were talking about the other night. And I understand your position. But again, you just told me last night that there's a local purveyor who is selling the Blantons for $150.
$150.
Okay.
And people are buying. They said they're buying it.
And they said they're buying it. Right. Yeah. Okay. We have all the Blantons we could drink for the next year and a half. We bought a ton of it at $55.
$55.
And you proved my point the other night when you blind tasted it.
You didn't even like it.
And I thought it was, So I'm just saying that there are people who are willing to pay.
Yeah.
That have the money.
Sure.
Maybe their means are, better than ours. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying our point is to try and bring you the best value for your money.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree with you. And if you've got the means to do it, do it.
Yeah.
But the average Joe that doesn't, don't promote it, man. Don't go out there and spend that money because we should be the ones controlling it, not them.
Right. And I agree with you.
Yeah. We control. Listen, man, I'm not going to get off on a political rant, but in life in general, it's all about the wallet, right?
Yeah.
So if we stop buying or if we stop doing or whatever, we should be the ones controlling that.
Right.
And it's the same thing in bourbons. We go out there and we're willing to spend $2,500 on a bottle of Pappy. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's not worth that.
No,
it's not worth that.
And with that said, I'm going to go back to something you always talk about, and that's marketing. Mm-hmm. So if that group of people sat down and bought that product for $2,000 and they opened it and they all sampled it and everybody said it was the best thing they'd ever had, is it in their mind? Because they have nothing to compare it to, right? We're comparing products against other products, and these are only our opinions.
Sure.
So tonight, if that old Overholt at $13, $14 or $30 in some spots could beat out a Buffalo Trace product or a Sagamore or Riverset, I mean, what does that say about your taste palates? Now, these are just our opinions and our taste.
Yeah, everybody's is different.
Everyone's is different. So, but tonight I thought Riverset, was the home run. It
was a home run, and for the record, at 119.1, it does not drink like it.
It does not, and at $35, $40,
oh my goodness,
I think that is a phenomenal product in steel.
Yeah,
for the money.
I agree. So again, marketing. So everybody's like, I'm a huge Buffalo Trace fan.
So yeah, we both are.
We love it. I love everything about Buffalo Trace.
So do I.
But why in the world would I spend, however much money overpriced for that kosher when I'd buy 5 bottles of that Riverset.
Right.
Before I buy 1 bottle of that kosher.
Right. But we don't know what the kosher is selling for now, if it's even still if it's available. I think it was a specialty product. It came out. We bought it, and I would not buy it again for $100.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So just let's say it was exactly the same price as the Riverset.
Yeah.
I'm not buying the kosher over the Riverset. No. This gives me a lot more.
Yeah. Well, and the only reason we can say that is we've tried the two. We've compared the two together.
Compared the two together. So we'll end up. We got a lot more ryes. I think this was a fun experiment.
It was great.
I think we should do it again. Should we have Matt? Matt, he's like kind of like demanding. He wanted the pink M&Ms. He texted me. He's like, listen, man, like if there's no pink M&Ms.
Well, first of all, set the table.
What?
you send me these obscure messages about
What obscure?
Well, what was the thing about the water fountain?
Prime the pump.
Prime the pump.
pump.
All right. Well,
Yes.
I
I thought we were like,
well,
man.
we weren't connecting there. I'm like, your sink's broken. What happened, man? Do you need my help? I mean, I'm sitting over there working, trying to catch up before the week starts because we're going on our big road trip. So I want to make sure I got everything scheduled out of the way. I'm like, I don't understand. Then you had like Cookie Monster throwing back a shot glass or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prime the pump.
Well, I get it now.
Okay. Well,
all right. Now I
perfect
get
sense.
it. Could you have found someone on
tried.
a farm
I tried.
priming the pump?
No, I
All
tried.
right, okay.
They're just not very good. They're not.
You can't just call me or text me at 1:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday and, think that I'm just going to come right over.
Well,
I knew we were going to do a show.
I didn't think you were going to come right over. I'm just asking, like priming the pump. Let's prime the pump.
All right. I get it now. All right. But.
And then he said, what'd you say? You said, I'm a star.
I said, I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. Yeah.
I'm an artist, man. I can't just drop everything and come at the snap of a finger.
Are there pink M&Ms?
Are there pink M&Ms? If there are, I'll be there. And then, after all that, you still delayed me like 25 minutes.
Why?
I think to go and get the pink M&Ms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. I give you kudos for that because,
I was ready to go, and then I'm like, you and your wife, you're outside, you're walking around. I'm like, I can't go. He's going to know what I'm going to do.
Oh.
So I'm waiting for you to go inside, and then I'm like, Olivia, you need to go to the store, right? So we go to the store, get the pink M&Ms, and by the way,
yes,
I mean those were $10 freaking.
Man. I know. Well, I spent $4 on those stupid little picks yesterday that nobody used or threw away.
Oh no, I used them in the Rice Krispie treats.
I saw a couple of them.
No, not a couple of them. I used like half of them.
Okay, well, there were 72 of them.
Not in that little cup you gave me.
Yeah, well, there were 2 cups. Your wife probably threw the other one away.
She probably did.
Yeah, I don't think
All right, well, we're getting off on a wild tangent.
Anyway, honestly, this was a great... I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this a lot because we got to try these 4. We're going to do more, but congratulations again. You nailed it.
Thank you.
And I mean, those 2, they were hard, but you were able to pinpoint the 2.
Well, I look forward to our next episode.
I do too.
I'm really looking forward to our road trip, and by the time you guys hear this, we'll be back. We'll update you on all our hopefully amazing finds.
Amazing finds, yes.
And if we don't, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna hit every Burger King from here to.
No, your wife's. Our wives are gonna pack us, healthy lunches and snacks.
No. All right. Well, this was awesome. Thank you for listening, everybody. Check us out on Instagram at Today's Bourbon. If you ever want to contact us, you can DM us through Instagram, or you can just email us at todaysbourbon@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. If there's anything you would like us to do, if we can find the bottle or if we have the bottle, we'd be happy to do it. And I am Marcel here with E. Matthew Cercelli. And remember, until tomorrow,
savor today.
And the best bourbon
is always today's bourbon.
Today's bourbon. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you all. Thank you.